Alright. We're back. And the game told us to go for more information to find out what the news is in Rakus. And now it just goes, okay, I guess we're done with that, and now we're supposed to find the curse lifter. Seems to be a charlatan that's running around in town. Man of Ling. Oh, that's him, Serapion. I think that was his name.
Yes?
He does look kind of snake-like almost, so I guess a snake-like snake oil salesman.
I don't think I've seen you around before.
That's because you're new to Rakus, aren't you? You see, I travel a lot and I'm only here every once in a while. And being a one-man business means that if I'm not around, nobody else is.
Okay.
I am Serapion, humbly at your service.
You mentioned being a one-man business. Does that work better for you?
It does. I did used to have an apprentice, though. Poor Whipple.
Whipple? Huh.
He was a student at the Institute, like you are. But it wasn't general magic he had an interest in. The man only cared about curses. So he joined me in order to learn the craft.
What happened to him?
I wonder that myself. I sent him off on an assignment he never returned from.
What is it that you do, if you don't mind me asking?
I am, as they call it, a curse lifter extraordinaire. Curses are my business.
You need to go get ready for the day. We'll be lurking. Okay, yeah. Good luck with that. I hope it all goes well. And you pack everything you need or whatever you need to prepare for the day. So Whipple, as you remember, I earlier mentioned that one of the quests we still have. The other one besides the general become a mage was that Zane's, I think it was grandfather, disappeared here. Like, Zane is like one of the people who don't know about the magical school, so he just knows that he disappeared in Zigishwara. And so now he tells us, hey, we have something. So, okay, that's tying in with the other story, but we still don't know who did anything about the curse, which is kind of a pity. Alright, let's see.
Never returned? What happened?
It's sort of a funny story, actually. He was to lift the curse off of a man who wanted to live forever, and who accidentally turned himself into a dog. These things happen. Trying to lift the curse probably went terribly. I haven't heard from Whipple since.
Wouldn't he return to you for help if the curse backfired?
Whipple? No, much too proud to admit his mess up. He probably attempted to fix things with plants and botany and nonsense like that, and failed most likely.
Plants. Good talk. Thanks. Did you consider getting another apprentice?
Teaching curse lifting takes time and discipline. You put in discipline, and in return you get disappearances. I'll just keep lifting curses by myself for now.
Thanks for the talk.
Anytime, miss.
Okay, so at least we don't have to play nice with him and, play nice with him and become his apprentice just to find out what happened. But since she caught on, oh, plants. So let's ask, not the alchemist. Well, let's see if he has something to say since it's on the way anyway. Okay, he has nothing to say. Alright, so where was the plants guy? High watch, vine shade, passage, flicker light. Thin poplar was the rich people. That's shopping district is the book. Monkshood Court had one plant sky. Let's try him. Although we have the other one at the entrance.
Good evening, I guess, Mr. Najil.
Please, Miss Illy, you can drop the mister. We know each other now.
Only if you'll drop the miss.
Deal.
So, how's the plant hustle?
I can't complain about the amount of customers, just perhaps about their demands. Plants are amazing, but be that as it may, they can't solve all the problems in this world, or other worlds.
Actually, that brings up something I wanted to ask. Remember you mentioned your brother? It's nothing. I was just curious. You said you two were very different.
Indeed we are, Illy. I'm what you might call a homebody. There's nothing I'd rather do than stay in here and look after my weedlings. Barnabas, on the other hand, hunter of evils, always risking his skin over some damned cult or other.
That sounds pretty cool.
I can see that, but the risks, my dear Illy, even for one like me that has seen so much, what my brother faces up against. Apologies, I don't like to think too much about these things. Evil cults, malefic books that can alter reality around them.
What? Really?
I know it's not the kind of advice someone your age takes seriously, but stay away from all that, Illy. Domenico would tell you the same.
All right.
Okay, Barnabas. So Barnabas was a ghost hunter or something, magic hunter in Gibbous. So again, they're tying it in with their previous game. And the thing is, he looked slightly similar. Like you could say, yeah, it's a design for two brothers. Although, with the hat and the long hair and whatever, they don't quite look the same. There's not much left from the faces that you would say, okay, that must be the same character design or a brother character design. But now that he says it, of course, yeah, Barnabas was the one guy we met there in Gibbous. And also, I think it's the same voice actor. It was at least also the booming deep voice.
Najil, maybe you've run into someone I'm looking for.
Oh?
You know Serapion, the curse lifter? His apprentice might have showed up here looking for your help.
Yes. Winston, was it?
Whipple.
Right. That was a long time ago. Bit of a strange story, and I'm not sure if you'd want me to share it.
I'm not just being nosy, honest. Whipple's heir wants to know what became of him.
It was a memorable enough situation for sure. He showed up here with a man-cat dog.
Man, cat, dog.
A man cat what now?
This fool named... what was it? Sanine, that's it. This Sanine had performed a ritual that should have made him live forever. But instead, it turned him into a dog. A talking dog. Enter this Whipple to the rescue. He proceeds to lift the curse, but all he achieves is to turn the dog into a cat that barks and sometimes speaks.
Holy crap!
So they came to me, but plants can solve a lot of problems, just not this kind.
So, what did they do?
They argued for a while right here in my shop. Then Whipple stormed off. Where to? I do not know. Sanine, as I recall, was so ashamed that he vowed to leave Rakus and just live as a cat in Sigishwara.
An immortal talking dog cat person.
I'm not sure about the immortal part, Illy. That's where my knowledge of the matter ends, I'm afraid.
You've been wonderfully helpful. Thanks a million.
Happy to assist whenever I can.
Excuse me.
Take your time. I'm always here.
We've met the cat that barks like a dog in Sigishwara. Oh,
I
can we
think
go
that
there?
leads to Najil's garden. It looks nice from outside, but I have no business there.
Couldn't we just ask if he can let us go into the garden? It looks pretty. Alright, so let's go back to Sigishwara. And I think northwest wall is where that was. Yes. Here's the melancholic cat.
Sanine?
Grr. What? You know my name?
It is you!
Yes, it's me. I haven't heard my name in such a long time.
What happened to the guy who tried to lift your curse?
Ah, Whipple. What a conceited fool he was. Once I got over what he did to me, I tried to get him out of Rakus, back to some kind of normal life. His ego wouldn't let him. He could never forgive himself for being a failure. I don't know how exactly, but he died not long after. The only time I returned to Rakus was to attend his modest funeral.
Are you still mad at him?
Oh, no. For all that he turned my life upside down, I'm the one to blame. No matter how I look at it, he's gone. I'm still here. His days were a lot darker and shorter than mine.
I understand. Did he leave anything behind?
He'd given everything away. Everything but a small leather-bound diary.
Did you read it?
You don't invade the privacy of the departed like that, young miss. No, I buried it. Whipple loved the lake near Rakus. That's where I hid it, under a shallow coat of earth next to the shore.
If it's still there, I'd like to give it to his heir, Zane.
I don't think he would mind.
Thanks. It's been a while since you've been transformed, right? Are you okay?
Yes, actually I am. I guess it hurts a bit to think back to when I've changed. I was such an idiot. I wanted to live forever.
And it backfired.
I'll say, twice. I'm a man trapped in a dog that's trapped inside a cat.
I'm really sorry this happened to you.
I brought it on myself. And hey, you get used to anything, eventually, even to this.
Do you think you're actually immortal?
I've lived longer than most cats and most humans, but I can't tell for sure. What I can tell you is that it wasn't a great idea to begin with.
I see. I'm off, Sanine.
All right.
Okay, you can actually hear the church bells. Interesting. Okay. That's cute. I like that. That wasn't just a callback to the story. Okay, so yeah, there was a Rakus cemetery that we found, so let's go there.
Headstones of various shapes and sizes stretching out in that direction. Still, not a big graveyard. You can easily walk across all of it. Requiescat in pace.
I don't think... Doesn't look like...
Not that many graves in that direction, surprisingly. This is a pretty tiny cemetery.
I guess in a university it sort of makes sense that a lot of people are used and don't live here long, and then, you know, they study and leave again. Maybe. Okay, so at least here we can't...
Headstones of various you can eat.
Okay. Then I guess we're going to the lake. Where is it? Black Lake Shore. Yeah, so I think someone probably dug up the book.
And there it is. Whipple's diary.
Oh, didn't. Do we read the diary, folks? Or don't we? I'm kind of... You know, like, it's... Nah, I guess he's the heir? And, you know, it says, like, blood is important, so... Like, I would want to know what happens in the game when we read the diary. But, I was first going, like, do we need to check it so we don't give away the secret of Rakus? But then, on the other hand, I go like, no, I mean, we are a normal person outside in the real world, and we got told all these secrets. So, it should be okay for him to be told that as well, or to find out about it via the book. I think right now, just because I think this game has some consequences, I would say don't read it, but I just would be interested in what the game developers did.
I'm not gonna read this. That's just for Whipple and Zane. Zane, I have something for you on the condition that you don't ask where I got it.
Okay. Promise. What the? What? Whipple? What the hell is this? This is incredible. I won't ask where you got this. Thank you so much, Illy. You have no idea how much this means to me.
Don't mention it, dude.
Okay, that was kind of quick. It'll be interesting to see, like, who knows about Rakus and who doesn't, and whether he finds out now, and whether this has, like, I have a vague feeling. I don't remember it in detail, but, like, I think there was a in Gibbous, I think there were a few, like, disconnected story strands that ended up belonging together. And I'm thinking we will probably get back to this at some point. and we can't talk to Zenin anymore. Aww.
Hello, child.
I should be going.
Go, go. Make something of the day.
Okay, I guess we're supposed to return to Raku. Let's just see if the aunt.
What's
has
shaking,
anything to
Auntie?
talk.
My arthritic bones, dear.
Ouch. Nice.
Okay, still nothing. I like the voice acting in this moment where she goes, "Ouch." Nice. Like that tone. It's really good. It sounds honest. Okay, I guess we're supposed to go to Rakus. Let's enter this way because I don't know if that makes a difference. Ah, okay. A midskin comes and gives us the next objective.
Oh, hey, a midskin. A new class is available. I'd better hurry.
Alright, we can do that. Let's go to the Institute. North Wing. Oh. Uh-oh. The consequences of our actions.
Sir, what happened?
This poor Stima student fell or jumped.
Oh no.
There is nothing we can do for him now. Everyone please disperse.
May I examine him for just one moment?
A strange request.
It'll just take a second. Oh, his fingers are badly bruised. His nails are torn too.
Enough. We will take the body away. Everyone leave, please.
But this was well done that I...
Really? Did you see?
I saw. Tudor, I feel terrible. I was the one who told Daus about Ostrakot's deeds.
Deeds?
He stole this book. Anyway, his blood is on my hands. I tattled on him and he got suspended.
Stop, Illy. It's not your fault. He was in a bad place mentally.
This little guy is really cool, but he moonwalks and it disturbed me. I'm sorry, it was distracting.
Here's what's weird though. His fingers were all bruised up and his nails all torn up.
You think...
I don't know for sure, but maybe he was trying to hold on to like a ledge or something.
Are you saying he was pushed?
Who knows? No idea where he even fell from. Not until we find evidence.
Okay. That's sad. What I wanted to say was, you know, in games with fast travel, this is one of the difficult things that they got absolutely right. And that is that if you have a cutscene, you know, that triggers when you approach something normally on foot, then of course for fast travel you kind of have to somehow, you know, make, like detect, okay, although I fast traveled into the middle of the university, at this moment, anyone trying to approach any university room needs to only be transported to right in front of the university to see this cutscene. And they did that, you know, like some games just don't do fast travel because of this. Other games don't, you know, don't like turn off fast travel to certain locations when one of the location's rooms becomes special. Like Horizon Zero Dawn did that, where suddenly it said like you can't fast travel into these areas now. And so that's kind of cool. You know, just because like for like details like these are difficult to do and, you know, are small benefits for the overall game. So it's the first thing that if you run out of time developing your game, you know, gets prioritized lower. Alright, so I guess we're now heading to the North Wing because we can't talk anymore to him. And now we have to decide what else we want to... So we have Earth, Blood... Oh wait, we can actually bring up the spellbook here, yeah. So let's see, the Homunculus, so Soul would be a good one. That also would do for Tiny Horde. Or Fire would do the Puppy. Or Wind would do the Wolf Tongue. Or Water would be the... But this says single use only. And I still don't know what single use means in this game. Right, raining blood, wind or water. And this one also needs wind or water, just for rain. Wind or water. Spells water. Like we have a lot of single use only spells that we could do now with earth and blood. So we can do earth, blood, water, or let's see, we want to do one, or earth, blood, soul, and that's not single use. Earth, soul. Let's go with Earth, Blood, Fire because it's a cute puppy, and then see Earth. What was that sound? Earth, Blood. What else can we do? Blood, Fire. Yeah, if we do fire, then I guess we unlock one immediately, and... Wind, water. Let's see, what is earth, blood, and wind, or... blood, and wind is the single-use wolf thing. No, I mean it's all combinations, right? There's no same things in different order. No, but earth, blood, wind, and blood, wind, and water would let us go. So earth, blood, wind was the wolf tongue, single use only. I guess then we'll at least find out what it is. So let's go for wind now.
Welcome, Near Mages. I am Professor Kaze, and I will teach you wind magic. I will now briefly lay out essential principles of wind magic. Then I will need you all to repeat them back to confirm that you memorize them. If one of you gets it wrong, you all get it wrong. Please pay attention. When your spellcasting skills soar high, it's most likely from the wind magic under your wings. One cannot change where the wind blows, but one can adjust where their magic floats to. Be one with wind magic and you are one with your inner mage. Throw magic, not caution, to the wind. The winds of magic are the winds of destiny. Now, all together. One cannot change where the wind blows to, but one can adjust.
Where the magic floats to. Okay, I heard that it floats
Where
to.
their magic floats to.
Second test. The winds of magic are the...
Wind of magic, wind of
Winds of destiny.
Third test. Be one with magic and you are one with your...
Inner mage.
Correct. You have now learned the Wind Near spell. Wasn't that a breeze? You should now be able to craft your first spell. I hope that you have chosen wisely. Congratulations. Dismissed.
Into the Wind, Ace the Wind class. Change near spells in the spell triangle's corners to see what you can craft. Wind, fire, water. When a combination is valid, the spell you can craft is displayed here. Craft the spell here. If you pick up the spellbook, you can find it here. Scroll through the recipes using the arrows. When spells become usable in a situation, your coin necklace will light up to let you know. Okay, so that's how they do it. Okay. The coin will stay lit up for as long as you are in a spell-castable area. Use right mouse button or shift to bring up the spell wheel. Spells will only work in areas where your coin necklace is lit up. Cleanse one's soul of worries and remorse, single use only. Select a spell to cast it. You can craft one new spell. Find the new attraction in town. Okay. How How do I bring up the spell wheel again? I've already forgotten. I thought it said right click. Find the new attraction. Craft your first spell in the magic menu. Okay. So raining blood doesn't work. Wait, wind, earth, and blood. Yes. She's crafty. Crafted your first spell is our next achievement that we got. Okay. Mind changer. Water, earth, blood. Would be mind switcher. Well, the wolf thing is what we got, right? Which is what are these sounds? Oh, I think we have a bit of an audio delay already in the game. Wind, earth, blood. Wolf tongue. Subject is forced to tell the truth. Single use only. So it'll be interesting to find out. Does single use only mean I can only use it once in each location? Or I can only ever use it once? Ever? Ah, okay, that's the sound I heard, is the mouse over sound. Okay, so let's do our usual dance of going into settings, audio. I don't think that made a difference. Yep. I don't want to set up my filters every time. Wait, let's see if we can okay, let's see if that's better now. Yes, wonderful. Okay, so I have to remember that when my audio goes bad, I can just select a different input but not disabled, and then it should work as well. Okay. Okay, we've crafted a spell. Can we go to Dr. Dao's office again, or is that...
Probably best to not be summoned there.
Oh, these... Okay, these look interesting as well. Oh, Illy is standing behind her. Okay, I was just going like, does she has 4 arms or something?
I swear, one of my roommates is studying to cast Cherry Blossom. Whatever for?
Okay. So I guess we can...
I'm kinda sick of this place already.
Poor destitute freshman. Okay.
What's up, Buttercup?
Okay, we can't really talk to the bouncer.
Hi, can I go in?
Sorry, miss. Only vampires and strigoi allowed. Private party.
Would you say you're
Naj, I gav
like
you
have a good day?
wishing you the same, miss.
Okay, what are we supposed to do now? Quests. Find the new attraction in Rakus. Whoops. I don't remember clicking here.
Have you been around Stima? You smell weird.
Oh, that's what he said earlier. Was that before or after we had found the book? No, I think we knew the word Stima by then, so he said that before. Interesting.
Such a distinguished looking avenue.
Hey, baby.
Okay, and he's already gone again. Now that Whipple's story has been resolved. Okay.
Some kind of mechanical shop. Lots of cogs and dials. Doesn't look like it's open though.
Okay, so that's not the new attraction. Maybe the innkeeper knows something. Maybe it's news. Oh, there's different people in here now.
Well, well, if it isn't the human. What do you want?
Any news?
You got mitskin wings over your eyes? There's a whole stage set up in Firefly Crossing, although it seems that the showrunner is having some problems.
Cool. That mechanic actually is a mechanic. I like that. That's good. Like, if you introduce something like, oh, go to this guy if you want news. You know, then it just, like, that's good because that gives you at least a hint of where to go. So let's see. Firefly Crossing was down there. Oh, wow. Okay, that was where just a bunch of people were standing.
Don't be wasting your breath, lass. He won't talk. Maybe next time. Maybe in a century. Abnott, friend and representative of Glykon. Now the shamefully quiet one. At your service.
What is this creature?
Surely you mean who, right? As I said before, that is Glykon. The sweet one, if you will. Oh, I can see he's got you right confused. He's
Snake?
aye, but also a lamb, and a bit of human for good measure, and a trickster, and a talker. Gods, a blabbermouth if you ever saw one. Well, used to be. Now look at him, closed off and quiet as a columbarium.
What do you think is wrong with him?
I wish I knew, lass. Our daily bit of nourishment, mine and his, depended on his sweet tongue.
People pay to chat with Glykon?
They do inquire about the future, about the past, and Glykon indulged them. Oh, did he love to do it.
And now you're both going hungry.
My innards, they do rumble that loudly, eh? We made good, honest coin together, aye. even though I wouldn't put stock in all of the scaly scallywag's ramblings. Sometimes he got things right, sometimes he didn't. Like all of us, really. But what's important is he told the people what they wanted to hear. And they loved it. That's an important job, young girl. Now, who knows what's gotten into him?
So that's a fun name because, like, glykos, I think, is the Greek word for sweet. Like, there's glykos, which is like, I think basically sugar in chemistry. So that makes sense.
I hope you weren't exploiting Glykon.
Gods, but what do you take me for? We're partners in... Well, it isn't a crime to tell people what they want to hear, is it? He's my mate, and sometimes it feels like he's my brother. Or my son, even. That's why it hurts so much. The silence out of nowhere. Isn't that right, Glykon? Isn't it us against this crazy world? Worth giving it a try, at least.
You think I could help him talk again?
What's it to you, young woman? Strangely invested in our troubles, aren't you?
I'm a Near Mage, sir.
Oh, right. And have you already got the magic tricks up your sleeves?
I'm very new to everything. I've just crafted my first spell ever. Still trying to get used to all of this.
I see. Look, lass. Us Arcanils can't really oppose you magic folk, can we? I've dealt with young Near Mages like yourself before. This is your first spell, and you will cast it now.
I will?
Well, you must, so that you understand the power that you wield now, and the responsibility it comes with. The gods have seen fit that we be its recipients. Being my quiet friend, so be it. Maybe good will come of this.
You make it sound much scarier than I thought it would be.
I only ask that you remember one thing. This here is probably the only time you're forced to use your magic. Remember, your abilities can lift up others' lives from sure perdition, or just as surely ruin them. Don't treat that lightly, Near Mage.
I won't.
I'm glad that I didn't... now my medallion is glowing. Cast your first spell on Glykon. This, if I had picked, like, a dangerous spell as my first spell, that, could be, very dangerous, I guess. Okay. And now it's the wheel.
Okay, this is a single shot spell. I can only use it once. Ah, what the hell? You only live once. Why are you being silent, Glykon the Sweet?
I am not sure that telling people what they want to hear is doing good. Does it help him or make things worse? How can you tell? You cannot.
So, staying silent helps?
It is evading responsibility, I guess. But it, too, feels wrong.
That's 'cause you're not doing what you're good at, Glykon. I think you're lying to yourself and postponing the inevitable, and making you and Abnot go hungry while you're at it.
Abnot would never understand, but I guess it's not fair to hold that against him. Huh. Maybe it should be you here instead of me, wise one.
No one would want that. So, you're calling it quits on the vow of silence?
Us snakes have to eat too. If it takes sweet little lies, so be it.
At least you two won't go hungry.
From one motivational speaker to another. Goodbye, wise one.
Thank you, miss. You've done us quite the favor.
Don't mention it.
Alright. So I guess that worked out. I wonder what other spells did we have? So I guess I can't craft that anymore. Okay, so that's how it works. It's really just once in the game. So I guess I need to unlock... Soul? Or fire? So soul does homunculus and heart frost. Sensitivity and feelings are out of one's way, for a bit cooler hearts prevail. So water would be the blood rain and the mind switcher, but that's a single use one again. And I guess fire would be the mist image. See, if I had done this spell first, that would have been dangerous. Bring back memories. Good or bad? Well, I guess we'll see. Like right now it seems like whatever. I'll pick it when we have to pick it, I guess. But soul and fire, I guess, seem to be a bunch of spells that look interesting. Oh, we need to talk to Abnott to finish this. Okay.
You made the little bugger talk, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Now, how you did it. Quite the path you've started on, lass. A fair one, if it be after your heart. Never too late to stray from it, though. Remember that.
I'm only getting started, Abnott.
Well, I hope it's been a chance for learning. It sure has for me.
He's learned his place, or assume he's learned to listen?
Learn to really listen to your scaly friend, right?
Indeed, even when it doesn't put bread on our little table on wheels. Well, we're off to new horizons, Near Mage. Farewell.
Bye, guys.
Fade out, so you can remove those NPCs. Okay. Hello? Ah, okay. That's why I can't do anything, because the next...
Oh, hey, little guy. Oh, it's from Tudor. Hey, Illy, wanna hang out? I'm at my father's estate on Thin Poplar Avenue. All right.
Okay, Glycon complete, and Thin Poplar Avenue is the rich section. Okay, I guess we're going here.
Oh, hi. Hope you found the place easily enough.
It's kind of hard to miss it, actually.
Right, that. The taste for fancy architecture runs in the family. Not our worst character flaw either.
Hey, I kinda like it.
Illy, I hope you didn't find my invitation too forthcoming. See, there's this vibe around you, and I don't think I'm the only one to notice it. You seem genuine, and that's uncommon.
I gotta warn you, I have no idea how to take a compliment. So we're just hanging out?
Yes. Would you like a drink or a snack or something?
I'm good. Well, if we're gonna be friends, you need to tell me a bit more about yourself. And your crazy fancy family, of course.
That's fair. Ask away.
I'm really curious what it's like to live in Rakus.
Actually, we don't live here all the time. We have a lot of homes in many, I guess you'd call them worlds.
Many worlds. Man, there's so much I don't know about.
We travel a lot on account of my dad's research. He's been bringing me to Rakus a lot, though, throughout the years. You know, to familiarize myself with the Institute.
So, you always knew you were gonna be a mage?
It's not like I had a choice. My dad was very clear regarding my future since I was a toddler.
I see. Are you excited about attending the Institute?
Am I? It's what my whole life's been about. My dad's been beating it into my head since I can remember. It's my destiny.
I mean, it's kind of cool to have a direction in life from early on. I was quite the opposite.
It's cool and it isn't. It's a good school for the most part, but there are ugly sides to it.
I think I've stumbled onto some of those ugly sides.
You need to tell me more.
So, what are your parents like? Do you have siblings?
I'm an only child. You know my father, the feared and respected Professor Strigoi. He's strict but fair, I guess. A real disciplinarian.
Mental note, don't get on his bad side.
You got that right. But he's been really preoccupied with his studies lately, more so than usual. Gives me a bit more room to breathe.
What about your mom?
She was, not a ghoul.
Really? So you're not full ghoul?
No, I'm half human. I guess we have something in common.
Oh, neat.
Mom was the antithesis of Dad. Sweet, caring, thoughtful. They loved each other a lot even though they fought all the time.
Speaking of your dad, when we talked for the first time, you mentioned him being more strict regarding social criteria. Were you referring to non-magical beings?
Arcanils, yes. My father, well, looks down on them. There's no prettier way to put it.
Huh. Sorry, I'm being nosy again. Anyway, since we're sharing, and speaking of weird preoccupations, I've been involved in the strangest situation concerning this book called Gabosis.
Book? Oh, wait. We met outside the library, of course. Is this why you needed help from Kodrin?
Exactly. This book, it's like a tracker of sorts. Its provenance is unknown. Apparently, it looks and feels alien. It knows where forbidden artifacts are hidden, and it was stolen from under magical lock and key by that Stima I was looking for. Well, sort of. He couldn't have possibly broken that lock by himself. He was hired to do it, but I couldn't find out by whom. I swear someone in or around the school is definitely up to no good. Wait, are you okay, dude? You look a bit pale than usual.
Yes, it's, I've not been sleeping well. My dad's been off my case for a while, but that was quickly replaced by nightmares. Just my luck.
Is this an isekai genre? I don't really know what that is. Fantasy subgenre characterized by a character being transported or reincarnated into a fantasy world or parallel universe. I guess that would fit. I mean, there is, yeah, I mean, I think this is the first time they've, mentioned it in detail, but, they've mentioned that there are, like, several magical places that that exist and that this one is just one.
Do you think it might have to do with what your dad's been studying?
You know, I thought of that too. He's always been stoic and tight-lipped, but I've never seen him so gloomy. I don't know what he's been researching, and I'm afraid to ask.
Yeah, best not. Okay, well, I hope you recover soon, Tudor. I'll let you rest, okay?
That's probably a good idea, yes. Thank you for coming, Illy. I appreciate your friendship. Let's talk again soon.
So that's a good question now. Did he go pale because we're on to him? Or was it his father? I mean, technically, I'm not sure. Like, I guess if it runs in the family, it might be something that his father or him may be able to do.
Probably Strigoi ancestors of yore. Cute and buck-toothed, all of them.
Okay, that's the paintings about him.
Cool big vase. I can see and smell traces of burnt incense.
The cherries on that table and a magnifying glass? Okay.
We're pretty high up here. I can see people milling around down in the thin poplar avenue. Probably the nicest view of it you can get. That probably leads to Strigoi Senior's study.
Okay, I guess that's it. We can't talk to him anymore. Appearing in another world where everyone tells you you are powerful and fascinating and great, etc. I guess, yeah. I mean, they say that, oh, you are... Is that... I think that's Boba Fett, basically.
Hey, a Mitskin. It's from Gavriel the Alchemist. Esteemed customers, sorry to mass Mitskin you like this, but I'm having an important sale. Drop by to take advantage. All right, might be worth checking out.
We're getting spam even in the computer game. Hi, Blue, how's it going? Blue is a fellow streamer. Very much into Mass Effect, also into other games, but very much into Mass Effect. To say it shortly. And yeah, has been streaming Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Which was so much fun to watch that I re-downloaded Legendary Edition. So, yeah, about that. Because I had freed up some disk space. Thanks for the shout out, no problem. How you be? Yeah, I'm doing well. It's a little bit warm, but the sun is slowly going down, so it's getting cooler now, so that's nice. Yeah, and we made good progress in this game and got a lot of story. And we also found out that all these characters walking around were Kickstarter rewards. Or, I don't know, at least a good bunch of them. So, like, a lot of people who sponsored this game went, hey, can you draw a character like me into this game? Like this. And he, the repairman, kind of looks like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, or if you're a European, Teenage Mutant Hero Turtle. And the guy who just walked past a little bit earlier looked suspiciously like Boba Fett. You know, like the what is it called? The non-litigible version of Boba, totally not Boba Fett. I don't know, but it's cool to have all of these people here. Okay. Yeah. So let's have a quick look at our... Oh, we've by the way, we unlocked magic, but sadly the first spell we can do is a single-use one. So as we tried it out, it did what it did, and we'll never be able to do it again. Okay, I guess now we go to Gavriel. Yeah. Not much choice here. I think that was here. Oh, it even has a sale sign now. That's cute.
Ah, welcome. Glad you're here to take advantage of my sale. A whopping 35% of all Tilver.
What the heck is Tilver?
They don't teach you kids anything in that big dumb castle, do they? I think they don't. It's the official Rakus-wide silver substitute. Tilver! Not silver, but the next best thing.
Clever. How come there's a ban on silver of all things?
Must be strange coming from the human world where it's pretty common, right?
Right.
Where we do a lot of our dealings in gold and other precious metals, silver's bad news here. For one, it's deadly to lycanthropomorphs, like werewolves or pricklelich, isn't it? I think it is.
Oh, right.
There might be lichen or vampire hunting done in barbaric places, like where you hail from. No offense.
None taken.
But here, we try to keep it civil amongst all species.
That's cool.
And silver, it also... Bah, I don't know how wise it is to tell this to a novice in magic, but, silver is key to certain unwelcome, unnatural, unholy, and un-Rakusian rites that we of a community have banned a long time ago.
How's silver used in ways that are unnatural?
I don't like talking about these things, young one. In, short forms. Look, does this concern you? I think it doesn't.
Fine, fine. We can come back to this later.
Or not at all.
Okay, so now we've learned about Tilver. And that silver is somehow bad news. Alright. So I guess if we meet someone who has silver, then we know they're up to no good. Uh-huh. Okay. Anything else? We just did that.
What do you mean by sharp forms of silver?
Sharp, pointy things that draw power from blood and blood magic. But please, let's change the subject.
Don't people smuggle silver in from my world, for example? Not that I would, of course.
Don't even think about it. The gatekeeper's chimera could smell any bit of silver or aluminum or even velveteal on you right away, wouldn't it?
You think it would? What's velveteal?
A damn fine aluminum substitute. Used to make it myself here, too, back in the days. The best money could buy. Used to be allowed, but not anymore. Not for a while now.
Why is aluminum banned? Don't tell me. It, too, is lethal to some species?
No, don't be silly. Did you happen to check your... what are they called? Your communication thing.
My phone, you mean? Yeah, I noticed it's always dead when I'm here.
And for good reason. Imagine anyone snapping pictures of Rakus or its inhabitants, revealing our existence to all humankind.
Yikes, didn't think of that.
How much do you think this town would last, huh? Even with our magical defenses, we'd be obliterated by your avuncular bombards.
I think you mean nuclear, but yeah, you might be right.
Hence the ban on all things electrical. Even still, aluminum and velveteal could be used to fashion crude picture-taking contraptions, so they're banned too.
Did these bans affect your sales?
I'm not gonna lie, velveteal used to fly off the shelves and good coin was made. I was holding out some hope for a while there that they wouldn't go through with the ban, but...
Safety first, right?
Always, young woman, always. But anyway, will you buy any? Tilver, that is?
I wonder if that was like a sly way of saying, hey, you could probably also buy the other stuff.
Gold for silver substitute doesn't sound like the greatest trade, but I'll have some since it's discounted.
Good doing business with you.
Man, I'm beat. I think I need to sleep. Badly. Yep, phone's still dead here. I should check out if there's a new class.
Okay.
I kept a bit of Ostracod's slime. Is that weird? A couple of Scales Glycon left behind. I wonder where the boys are now.
Like, on the one hand, when games do things like, you know, you keep like a souvenir from like a few quests or something, that's fine, but like keeping body parts or you know, like a leftover hair basically is the equivalent, I guess, of a scale. Keeping those around is kind of a bit weird. Oh, our little fox friend is no longer here. Okay, so I guess we can choose another thing to... another class. Yeah, I guess we can pick another class. Okay. So let's have a last look at the spell book. So Soul would give us Heart Frost and Frost Petal. So that brings back memories, might make someone basically feel more, or freezes their heart, makes them feel less. Is there anything else? And we're getting a step closer to Tiny Horde. And then we could do fire, and then we'd get both Tiny Horde and the puppy. And brain burn. Oh, and Soul also give us Homunculus. Or we could get water. Then we'd get the Blood Rain, which I think we need for that one plant at some point. What else? Water. And we would get Mind Switcher, but that's single use. Fire would give us Fatal Blast. I'm kind of thinking like whatever gives us Fatal Blast is not good, so we're probably gonna leave fire out. So either soul or water. Oh, but we need fire for Tiny Horde. So I guess water would probably be better, because then we get Rainmaker and Draining Blood at least. let's go for water, I guess.
Welcome, Near Mages. I am Professor Proteus Flux, and I will teach you water magic. I will now pour out the essential principles of water magic. Then, I will need you all to repeat them back to confirm that you learned them. If one of you gets it wrong, you all get it wrong. Please pay attention and let this knowledge flow over you. For spells to truly sparkle, your soul must flow like water. When magic fades and you're drowning in the cold, dark waters of despair, dive deeper. Water magic will never let you down, for no matter how many have passed, there is always another wave. Water is the driving force of all worlds, and thus of all magic. Nothing is impossible when you pour yourself completely into spellcrafting. Now, together, when you're drowning in the cold waters of despair,
dive deeper?
Dive deeper.
Second question. No matter how many have passed, there is always
another wave.
Another wave.
Finally, water is the driving force of
all magic?
All magic.
Correct. You have now learned the water near spell. I hope you're bubbling with pride. Congratulations. Dismissed.
Follow the bubbles. Ace
Hey
the
there,
water
Near
class.
Mage. How was class? I skipped out on this one.
Hey, it was fun. How've you been?
Not great. Nightmares are much worse lately. Listen, do you have a minute?
I always do for you, buddy.
Have you ever heard of a wild seer?
Nope. What's that?
A wild seer is sort of like a medium, but specialized in being really sensitive to arcane artifacts. They use natural plant energy or something to see through the fog. I've been thinking ever since we last spoke. It might sound far-fetched, but that book that went missing, the Gibbosus, it might have something to do with my nightmares.
These tests are kind of like on the one, like I tried to like write along and it's way too fast to note down the most important stuff. But also, I guess since it's always kind of based on wordplay, I probably shouldn't even bother trying to write it down. It should just go, it's water magic, so the answer is always a water metaphor and things like that. I think that's all that's really needed.
Is it bad, Tutor? The nightmares? What are they about?
Oh, I wish I could say. All I know is that it's something dark and absolutely evil that's just beyond my grasp. And it feels like...
Yeah?
Like it's never too far from where I am. Really close. Too close for comfort.
Why would you think Gibbosus and your nightmares are connected?
Last time we spoke, it suddenly clicked for me. The night the book was stolen, before you asked me about the Shtima, that's when the nightmare started.
Holy smokes. Yeah, that doesn't sound like mere coincidence. So this Wild Seer is also like a tracker for arcane artifacts? Kind of like Gibbosus.
Not quite a tracker, no, more like a medium. They write down or sometimes draw what they see in their visions.
Well, it's something. Tutor, I kind of feel responsible for your nightmares.
Don't be silly. Even if they are connected to Gibbosus, you just happen to be around.
Still, I'd like to help in whatever way possible.
I think our best bet is finding this wild seer.
I'm convinced. Let's go see this wild seer.
Yeah, except we have to find her first. I asked Kodrin. All he had was vague information that the wild seer is in Rakus at the moment. Not sure where she's staying, so we'll need to do some legwork.
What are we looking for then?
My only guess is, leaves.
Huh?
Oleander leaves, to be precise. Wild seers are one with nature, literally. Like, at least partly made of vegetation. Wherever they stay for a bit longer, there's bound to be oleander leaves on the ground.
Got it. All right, I'm on it. I'll send my Shadow Fox to get you if I find the wild seer first.
And I'll send the Mitskin if I do. Good luck, Hill.
All right. We actually know where that is because we went to... Was it the inn? Where, like, the stairs had leaves on them. And they were thin leaves, so I guess that could be oleander. Well done, student.
Man, never trying fire spells again.
Wouldn't mind studying with you, or just you.
New spells, yeah, I guess we can. But the question is... Okay, yeah, I guess we can just make them. Okay, water... Rainmaker, we can craft that one. And the raining blood was just there. Water, wind, blood. And now there is one more that we can only use once. Which one was it? Mind Switcher. It's water, earth, blood. Alright. And so now, yeah, we have the rain, blood rain. Wolf tongue is still there. Use only. So I'm not sure if we can still use it or if that was, because I think that was it. Okay, so now we need to go to Starlit Plaza where the inn is, I think. And I think that was where the stairs were. I'm not sure if that's oleander, if we have to find that out first. But let's try it directly and see, because there's leaves. Ah.
Leaves strewn all over the floor? Oleander, if I'm not mistaken. I think I found our wild seer. I should ask Caralam.
And I like that our fox is here as well, going like, hey, hey, hint, hint.
Is there a leaf-laden lady on the premises, by any chance? One that has visions?
Shit, I should have swept those leaves. Anyway, client confidentiality, kid.
And we know he's grumpy, so if... but we know that his kind gets... is more impressed when you're then also grumpy. And I don't think he was nice.
You're a tough cookie, Haralam. But you and I both know I'm a pretty tough one too. There's various ways that I could make it less likely for you to get clients here. Let's take that mead you serve, for example.
You know what? You're not worth the freaking headache. The Wild Sea is staying on the second floor, first door to your right. Now be warned, she ain't feeling well. Bad headaches and nausea, so only bother if absolutely crucial. And for Kami's sake, you don't know any of this from me.
Mum's the word. Thanks, Harry. Mist, come here, girl. Go find Tutor and tell him to meet me here. Off you go.
All right.
Come in, come in.
Hi. We're sorry to bother you.
But you did it anyway. I already have a monster of a headache. Why not add to it? No need for apologies. You tracked me down, I can get mad, that's how it works.
Oh, whew. And, sorry about your headache.
Let's not beat around the bush. I have a talent. Putting it to use drains me, which is why we don't stay out in the open. Whomsoever puts in the effort to find me gets my help and attention. Bigot? Now speak.
Ask about Tudor. I think we want to help.
My friend here has terrible nightmares. We think it might have to do with, like, an arcane artifact?
Oh no!
There's this book that was stolen from the TIM's library, Gabosis.
Right. Now I have a name, so I will seek. Shh. I am attempting to pierce the veil.
Are you all right?
Ow! Ow! Oh! I'm all right. It only hurts psychically. Someone is putting up incredible amounts of magical defense. Felt like banging my head against a spiked grating.
Oh, crap. So whoever took the book is doing this?
Right. A mage. Someone that wields exceptionally powerful magic. Still railing from it. You two are in way over your heads.
All right, so we're in way over our heads. Okay. I mean, that it's a mage is not kind of surprising given what the book is about, but...
Can you tell what this super mage is after?
Whatever it is, you, it, and my headache are intertwined. I've been having this headache on and off since I was born. It comes and goes at intervals, and I always hope I'm rid of it for good. Now it's you who brought it back.
Me?
In a matter of speaking. This isn't fun and games, young ones. A super mage, as you call them, searching for a thing of such arcane power? Stay out of it. Tell someone who can tackle this, and leave me out of it.
Just tell me what this artifact might be.
You have to believe me, I truly cannot see that. Whatever it is, it's been bopping in and out of this world for centuries. To me, it just manifests as pain, but to the world at large, I shudder to think. It's best left alone. That's all I got.
Do we ask her to try again? I mean, before, like, we tried to be polite and then the game just didn't continue, so I guess...
Could you try again, maybe?
No, not unless you want me pushing up daisies. Psychic trauma doesn't hurt physically, but it can kill you. With your permission, I'd prefer to keep breathing.
What can we do now?
About this mage's psychic wall of hurt? Not much. However, I can try to look for other pulses related to this book. It's a long shot, but all of this mage's magical abilities might be hyper-focused on just these defenses.
So, maybe they neglected blocking off related pings?
I don't know what a ping is, but yes, probably. These artifacts usually leave telltale traces that linger on objects or the people.
Let's try it.
There it is! 2 pulses. One faint, one intense. The first one far away, barely vibrating. The second one, wow, seething with anger and frustration.
Can you reach for the first pulse?
Trying, but it's too far away. I'm not seeing anything. It's out of this world.
Like an alternate dimension?
No, literally off of this planet, as far away as the moon is. I'm sorry, I can't connect to it.
Bummer. Can you see the second pulse?
It's coming into focus. I'll get into a trance now. While I am under, I will draw what I see. I'll have no recollection when I'm back, so what you're getting, that's it. Tipping in now!
Okay, that explains the broken pencil on her lap when
that's
we
it.
arrived.
Connection ended.
Looks like
Kitty.
a bat with tentacles. I don't know what to make of this.
I'm not exactly Dali when I'm under, alright? Whatever or whoever this is, it might make for an ally. Might.
Thank you, Wild Seer. I hope your headache goes away soon.
Well, to make sure, I'll go away soon. Take care of each other and watch your backs. Now leave me.
All right, Tudor. Let's make sense of all this.
Right. So we've got a super mage who's after this artifact. We don't know anything about it.
Just that it's powerful and evil, obviously, and it's been coming and going out of our world for ages.
A super mage and an evil artifact. You know what? Let's codename them. Easier to form a mental image. What should we call the super mage?
I'd say, the dragon.
Appropriately ominous. What about the evil artifact?
Well, we're really in the dark for now, so how about the unknown?
The dragon and the unknown. Catchy. And we've got a pointy-eared tentacle thing that might be an ally.
Like a strange god.
The dragon, the unknown, and the strange god. Not gonna lie, I'm scared, but we need to look into all of this.
I'm good to go.
Hold on. Maybe it's best if we don't attract too much attention together. Let me try and stealthily look into this. It's me who's having the nightmares after all. You lay low for a bit. If I come up empty, I'll pass you the baton. Deal?
Deal.
Good. I'll go sleep all this off.
And he flew off into the sunset.
So, if you remember when we played Gibbous, there was a cat. And this looked very similar. So, kind of thinking they're actually tying in here in several ways. And I'm all for it. Like, I loved Gibbous, of course, and this game is different, but, you know, it's the same people, and so I get, yeah. So, yeah, cool idea. And I think we're about at the end of our stream now, so oh, I guess what little thing we can do is we could try to go to the forest. Where was it? Living Forest? I think that was it. Oh. Midskin.
A message from Professor Moraine. Miss Vraja, come meet me in the Institute courtyard. Please be discreet. All right, let's see what this is about.
Okay, that's the lake. Oh, he's selling cutlery of dubious provenance. Is he selling silverware?
Can I interest you in some dubiously sourced silverware?
Yeah, he actually said silverware, not just cutlery. Huh. Okay, I didn't even catch that it's that kind of illegal. Where was the sad looking?
The foliage just feels magical.
I swear, I just saw the yellow in the forest.
Symmetrical rows of trees gradually fading into bluish fog.
Shady woods.
My kind of aesthetic.
That's where we want to go. Okay.
This flower looks unhealthy. I don't think it gets enough water.
It doesn't look like we can use our magic here. Yeah, it doesn't let us use it here. Okay. I was hoping we could magic our magic here. Oh well. Maybe that comes later when we actually know what to do. This game seems to be very, very strong about not letting you do things out of order. Which, I have to say, you know, like on the one hand, that makes it a lot easier, or maybe not say easy, but like, you know, making a game is not easy. So I don't want to make it sound like that. But it helps you prevent having things where someone does things out of order, and then, for example, the dialogue doesn't match because it refers to something you haven't done yet, or the other way around, that if you do them out of order, that you basically, you know, you can lock yourself into a situation that you can't get out of because you, for example, already broken an item that you still need and that you only need to break later or something like that. Used up certain items that have 2 uses or something like that. Very gated, yeah, kind of. And so in this game, yeah, they seem to be, it's very linear. And I prefer in my point and click adventures if you like go to a location and you have like about 3 things you can do, you know, so that for one thing, it's not immediately obvious I found this item and it's for this puzzle, because that's the only puzzle I know. But rather, it's like you have 3 puzzles, and then you at least, you know, like you have items related to each of these puzzles, and you kind of go like, okay, could it be for this, or for this, so it's, you know, less obvious. And also, if you're stuck on one puzzle, that you at least can, you know, make progress on one of the others, so you never really feel stuck, and then maybe on your way trying to solve problem A, you suddenly come across something that helps you with puzzle B, you know, so that's something I kind of prefer if it's a little non-linear. Of course, it's difficult because, like, on the one hand, you want everything, you know, like, you never want the player to just be standing there and go like, I have these items and I have done things with them, but I have no idea why and what for, you know. And so if you make a game very linear, then there's always like your character going, well, I need to do this or that now. But if we look at, we actually have like a quest log here. And so And we've basically always had like this main quest, and that triggered like some of the subquests, and a few of them, like the disappearance of Whipple Durleth, for instance, um, that that kind of stayed around for a while, but there wasn't really anything to do. So that was really just like elements interleaved with the rest of the story. You couldn't just solve that one, without progressing the main quest. And that's, like, it's better than having a game where you get lost or where you, feel like you're not guided enough because there's just things around that you don't know what to do with. But I would kind of prefer if they did it a little more non-linear. But alright, I guess this is where we finish today. I hope you had fun. And as always, we'll be back at 5 p.m. Central European Summertime or 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time on next Sunday. And of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, then I usually upload it on the Sunday as well, but who knows when you watch it. You might be watching this 2 months from now. But anyway, you can come by on Twitch at Uli Witness on some Sunday and check out what we're playing now. So let's have a quick check who we can raid. And I know that saying the word Czech when talking about a Romanian game is a bit... could be seen as a bit punny. It wasn't intended that way. So let's see. Who is live right now that we could raid? Who knows? I guess we can raid Rusty the Robot again. That is with underscores. Because because Rusty is doing a nice little music stream today. A nice that didn't work. We've raided Rusty before, and Rusty does some fun... Oh, did I mistype it? Okay. No, I didn't. Okay. No idea why it didn't work the first time. Maybe it was the @ sign. Anyway, thank you for being here. Have a great week, and hopefully you'll be back for more of Near Mage. And yeah, I'm looking forward to playing more of this. It was very fun, and we made some really good progress today. And I always like when I get technical things to talk about in these games. So I'm glad about the cool things they do in this game and the slight glitches they do, because you learn from both You learn so much. And yeah, so see you hopefully in a week. Bye bye.